And we're live.
We are live. Thanks for joining us. Hi, I'm Sapphy.
And I'm Mystic.
And I think little buddy's going to... Never mind. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to jinx it. We are playing Pillars of Eternity, which we covered in our last episode of our podcast. Did you not listen to the last episode of our podcast? You should. It's everywhere fine podcasts are distributed. Otherwise, we are playing the first hour of Pillars of Eternity, a game whose fantasy makeup for the backbone of the universe is just so twisted in just a beautiful, delicate way. So, am I just... Now it says... Now, you just called it Pillars of Eternity in the episode, Mystic.
Yes.
But this says Pillars of Eternity, the White March. Is there
That's because I have the DLC installed, but we didn't cover that.
Cool. That's fine. So I should just do new game?
Yes.
New game. So...
Story time.
More interesting exploration.
Hello, Generality.
Trial of Iron. Jeez. Path of the Damned. Expert knows. Okay. We'll do story time.
Johnny says, this is a game I've heard of, but know nothing about. So I listened to the episode basically going, oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I've heard of it before, too. I like this art style, but this is similar to the Guild of Wars 2 kind of art style with the painted...
Guild of Wars.
Guild Wars, yeah. Guild of Wars. I'm sorry.
War of Guilds?
War of Guilds. That's the one I bought in at the dollar store.
5 wagons grope
Clash of
blindly
Clans,
for the path on a starless night. Their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course.
I know this voice.
A dim lantern, his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Who's that voice actor? I know him. I guess I'll click. All right. Where she's from? Our Empire, Valiant Republics, and the Deerwood. Women occupy many domestic, educational, and organizational roles. They are the primary hunters, soldiers, and leaders of the tribes of the Nasatak, in Irglanfoth, and Ixmital. Women and men have more fluid social roles. In all societies, there are exceptions to rule, and women can be found on wide variety of stations and professions. Okay.
Johnny says, the name sounds familiar, but I might be thinking of the Ken Follett book. Also, that narration has choose your own adventure vibes. It does. This game does go into a choose your own adventure bit, like between gameplay segments, you will get narration with choices.
Yeah. So I just wanted... So we know what dwarves and elves look like, right? Like, well, these elves are special. They look green.
So I didn't really cover this when we did our game, but the races also have sub-classes and ancestries and separate cultural areas and everything. It's pretty deep comparatively, actually.
We got the Amawa, whose pronunciation makes me think I'm just forgetting consonants. Rawatai, based on naval dominance. So they're super mighty. Seafaring race, super mighty. You have the Orland. Oh my gosh! What the heck? What is this? Skith races. Many cultures don't consider them to be civilized. Two-toned skin and hirsute bodies. Orlands are commonly found in Irglanth, the Ixmital Plains, and part of the Deerwood. They are known for their mental intensity. I still want to know what they mean by this. and then godlike. Oh, so godlike is this when you want to be special. You know what? Let's go with the Aumaua. I keep feeling like, coastal. Viewed as a warlike race, the coastal Aumaua live in a mainland region along the coast for the northern hemisphere lands they conquered.
Oh, apparently one of our friends is watching but not commenting on YouTube, and they just texted us sea elf.
Sea elf. Yeah. Well, more kind of like maybe sea ogres, depending on how you look at it. I don't know what. This culture is more centralized
Why
in
is this
urban than the
wiki so
island
bad?
cousins.
Oh, it's
though
on
both
fandom.
groups are involved in seafaring. Coastal Aumaua are very rare in Deerwood, but those that do make the journey usually do so as mercenaries, bodyguards, or soldiers. Towering physique. Coastal Aumaua gain bonuses to defense against prone and stun effects. Island. Let's look at this. Oh! Totally different look. Island Aumaua originated from Dead Fire Arctic. I'm not going to read all of this. Though still uncommon in Deerwood and surrounding environments, Island Aumaua are more commonly encountered than the coastal Aumaua, who are quite rare. When encountered along Deerwood, they're often laborers, fishermen, or sailors. Armed to the teeth, all Island Aumaua gain additional weapon set. No, we're not worried about that. Let's go coastal. Let's be super rare, but not super special. Not to be the godlike people. Class, fighter, athletics. Oh, lore +1. Let's do. What's a chanter? No, I don't know if I want to do a. But I just want to look at all these. Ciphers.
Johnny says Aumaua might be Polynesian, but that might be a coincidence.
There probably is a bit of a coincidence there. And like Polynesian cultures, there's so many of them because they are so island centric in general. So fighter's what you start out with. Could be a druid. Ooh, look at this. When monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful and continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. As monks are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monk's special abilities. I kind of like the idea of this because I didn't want to do anything that's super. I think I want to be a monk. This might be a mistake, but we're in story mode. What? There's no mistakes. Swift strikes. The monk has been friendly blur attacks. Torrent's reach. Whoa! This ability exploits the shared bonds of universal suffering between all beings? What and we have I signed up for? Go behind it to suffer crush. Initial targets hit with powerful blows does additional crush damage. Enemies in a cone behind the target suffer crush damage and have their might reduced. Whoa! So shared suffering. Let's just do swift strikes because I don't think we're gonna be doing much attributes. Points left 15, so let's just add.
So that voice actor for the opening narration is Dave B. Mitchell. Who is the current voice of Knuckles.
Ooh.
From the Sonic series. But let's see if I can see anybody else in here that you might know.
Okay, guys. I might not be cunning enough to get like a lot of like perception. I am hoping that's gonna be okay for this one.
Oh, Fallout New Vegas, Dungeon Siege, Secret World, Grand Theft Auto, Batman Arkham Origins, Titanfall. Yeah, you've heard this guy's voice.
What's his name again?
Dave B. Mitchell.
Dave B. Mitchell.
Fallout 4.
Definitely heard his voice then.
Yeah.
Um,
Fallout 76. Mortal Kombat 11. So, yeah, he's been in a lot.
yeah.
Generally says it sounds like a description of capitalism, probably referring to the shared ennui. The suffering of all beings. We're getting political, but then again, yeah.
Large most powerful.
We're going to be here a while.
Great. There's hearts of. Okay. Route. Dominated by the Aoma nation of the route. Of Raotide, the Gulf itself is hosted to a number of nations, most of them Aoma, Orlan, and Dwarven. Though these countries are relatively young, they are some of the most advanced colonial settlements in the east. The Gulf land is rich. Gulf is a land of riches and resources for those who can take them, though the entire coast is often pummeled by violent storms. Changed her outfit, so it's a little less going to the club. And a little more street fight. Which I can handle. That's fine with me. Let's do that. I think I like keeping with something that's a little more in line. Background. Ooh. Aristocrat. Pedigree and bloodlines. Scholar. Knowledge of relentless pursuit. Slave. Athletics. Laborer, drifter, dissident, troublemaker, hunter, mercenary. Ooh, blade in battle is your way of life. You solve your problems by putting out your weapons applying. I'll take it because I feel like it makes more sense for a barbarian to be a mercenary than a scholar or aristocrat.
You're a barbarian monk?
No, monk. I should say a monk. Oh, duh. I kept, because the barbarian outfit and the monk outfit are the same, so sorry, there was confusion in my brain there.
Fair.
I guess I could be a monk that's a scholar and also not trying to pass suffering off to other people. Sure, why not? Portrait. Ooh. Colors.
Just go with it. We'll be here forever otherwise.
Can I just
No.
Can I just change my hair? Her face doesn't look bad at all, but I want the hair to be different. And then we got to give her a name, right?
You want to do it? What's a name you want to do for an Amawa?
I think ooh. She's a scholar, though, so I feel like there needs to be a little bit of sophistication. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm going with something a little bit more green. I know Mystic's like, how could you? Let's get
I'm going with something more green. Here's blue.
I said a little more green. Ooh. What's that look like? Ooh. Ah, interesting. Okay. Oh. We'll do that. I'm keeping it simple. Let's see. Female. Okay, we're not going to go towards the male voices.
Oh? Leading the way. Let's go!
They won't see me coming.
Yes? I'm flattered.
I'll teach you a lesson. They'll never know I'm here. Just say the word.
Leading the way.
To whispers and shadows.
Eh? I've got this. Let's go!
Okay. Let's stick to that. I mean, you could easily justify.
Go.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're done. All right, Laura. Show your stuff. Okay, this looks really good for isometric, so I'm not mad. The caravan master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering, as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
Oh, do you want to read it? Okay, go ahead.
Everybody stay close to the wagons.
Oh, wait. I'm
Oh.
sorry. You got the delay, so you didn't realize that this has voice acting.
I didn't. I forgot.
Okay.
So.
I thought you were talking about the other stuff, like he nods towards a looming black mass.
No, I'll let you read that.
On the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
Ooh.
Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle around here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Spareful nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these
They grow
bears?
on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Your character may open up. These options are not necessarily superior to the others, but give you a wide variety of choice to select from. Huh. What did build the
Got
ruins?
different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
There is concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What did they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beawick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
All right. Let's go see about those bears.
Hold
then.
on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time. She needs to find some springberries. Watch that she doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Ooh. Okay, end dialogue.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
So we need to...
No problem.
Alright. Oh my gosh. How do I...
Click to move.
Click to move. Weren't we supposed to check with somebody quickly?
Sparful, right?
Huh?
Sparful?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be on the road.
So I'm assuming the road's this way?
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Where's Hayden? Where is Hayden? Select all. Okay. Wait, where am I? Which way's the road? Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's a setting we may want to change, actually.
Yeah?
It's going to be in graphics, I think.
Okay.
Cage cursor.
Turn that on.
Yeah. And then just hit the X, which is behind the tutorial, unfortunately. I just realized you're not going to be able to move the map like move around the screen, because it'll move when your cursor's at the edge, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can talk to most people, Caravaner.
Generally, you said you even played this. I don't remember if you said you did isometric CRPGs that much.
This looks like a road. Explosion key of pillars of turning to make your way through the eastern reach. Open area maps. Okay, thank you. We're not here for the tutorial. We're here for the lore. There we go.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay. Who's that? Sparful. Am I going in the right direction, Mystic?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm assuming after a point.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Oh. Because you'll often manage more than one character at a time, it's good to pause the game. So, how do I attack? Alright. One of your characters has been engaged immediately. When the character's engaged, immediately stop moving. Escape. Okay.
I eventually will do Planescape Torment.
Okay. Oh my gosh. We're not gonna look
I'll have to play
through all
that one
this
first.
stuff. Okay. Not surprising.
This is it.
Receive quest. Word around camp is that you got a lot of knowledge tucked away. What kind of things did you study before you came here? The historian took an interest in all matters arcane. I say workman. I'll just say I was a historian. Yeah? How was it you happened to come here? I wanted to see with my... I decided it was better to be a part of history than to read about it. You got a lot on your mind then. Hopefully things work out in the end. But in my experience, they don't always. Calliska breathes in her surroundings. It's been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think, and I'll give him that. You're here to settle like the rest of the lot? And say, I haven't given it much thought.
Let me know when you may do a line that's not voice acted.
Huh?
Let me know when you want me to do a line that's not voice acted for a guy, because I have a delay. So.
Okay, yeah. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have have some other plan in mind for coming this way. I'll just say, just looking for some adventure, really. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places, long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odema will give me an earful. Let's be on our way.
Genesis' favorite of the style was Planescape Torment. And I said I would cover that eventually, and
yes.
He goes, if you cover that, you have to dip your toes into the entire lore of Dungeons and Dragons, which is interesting because I didn't even know that it was tied to that lore. So
yes. No, we talked about this briefly in the Patreon exclusive. I think that is the Keith David episode. He did a voice on Planes of Torment.
Then I forgot that it was Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, that was a while ago.
Are we going to, we're going to have to dip our toes in Dungeons and Dragons just because how tight it is with so many other RPGs.
Right. Why are you here? Kliska sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried. That's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work and mental. I probably did not pronounce that right. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me. So I'm here, and we'll see. Odema I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Tell me about yourself. I got simple needs. I like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders, too. We started in Deerwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rawatai and another in Ayadir. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. What can you tell me about Deerwood? I'm not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Ayadir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. All right, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. Fine, Sparfell. So he's supposed to be... So, stream's just down this way?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hear it. Probably help if I'd centered the screen, guys. Sorry about that.
A little bit.
Went hunting. At least you left the water skins. Come on.
We cross the riverbank and dip a water skin into the cool water while Kaliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You've gained an item. Full water skin added to the stash. Out of the tree emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly as he moves towards with labored breath.
Sparfell? Are you alright?
Sparfell's toes catch on a rock and collapse forward a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Oh, jeez. Can you split up? I don't know who they should fight first.
Split the party. Split the party.
Split the party?
You can just direct people individually. You're directing both of them at once.
Yeah, but how do I get it so I can direct them individually?
You click one person at the bottom instead of having both selected.
I did not realize I had both select. I never even knew that was something you could do. And weapon sets. Fist. All right, let's
What
go.
you need?
Let's go!
Damn.
We have to get back to camp. Oh wait, oops. I just realized I can also grab what's on this body. Hide armor. Ooh. How do we
Group back up. You can just drag that selection around your whole party to group them up again.
what?
You were dragging that rectangle before. You can just drag the rectangle around the whole party and they'll group them up again.
Okay.
Eh?
Makes sense. I might be. Oh. Let's just. Surprised she didn't attack too. Okay. All right, let me. Where's my inventory? There we go. It might help. Why does it say stash? Does she have more in her stash now? I'm so confused. Wait, didn't I just collect things off their bodies? Or am I misunderstanding something? Oh, gosh. Use the tab to highlight interactive objects in the environment. Okay, that's... thanks. My stash... There we go. How do I make sure that that's equipped? Oh, sweet. That looks pretty rad. Wait, what's her... What's that do? 7? Okay. She's got better armor than I do.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
Oh, jeez. Well... Gilanthan leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers. Peppered with arrows and knives hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs of heads, jerking their axes from the bodies as if to half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Heodan, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, Tressa. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight or lose. Stop it. Okay. I'm going to say, the ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Irganth. Your words carry no weight when rank in disposition reputation. Oh, nice. I'm not going to worry about this. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill you. Whoa, look at this. All these options I don't have, but rush the man. Ooh. If Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you're worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Hayden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told?
I totally could have read all this.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do you want to read this
No,
next?
go ahead.
I'm just got used to it. The man glares. It's always been known to my people. I see. And what of Galwin's edict that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galwin would want some moldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders had turned to dust? The man nostrils flares. He fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. Why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles, affording Hayden the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. That's fair. Okay. Actually, what are you, Hayden? Is he like a... Oh, okay. He's more of a squishy type.
A squishy type.
And then Kaliska. What can she do? Alright, let's see what happens here. Okay. Your enemy's lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath continues, wheezing, fistful grabs. He looks not at you, but at the sky above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of the wind stirs the air. This man's eyes roll back and closes. Good. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like angry spirits. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and when it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, lashed across chest and bow, Odema's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Whoa! Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hand at the worn, folded, weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arm gives out, you swing up onto the ledge. Okay, shut up about spells. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who'd been feigning death lunges for Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. No! Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigue, but struggles to break his hold. Without a weapon in your hands, you can do little to help him from where you stand. Dexterity 15. Grab a rock and hurl it at the attacker. Your aim is true, and it hit Jar's head and loose. Lurching to his feet, Hayden climbs up the base of the rock as he nears the top. However, the wind flares, pulls him sideways, and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from the sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There's a deep, resonant, swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archways, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. As your party grows in size, you may want to change their formation. Oh, thanks for telling me that now. My husband had to tell me.
Was that?
A Buick. Had to be.
Now, I understand the voice actor said a Buick, but Hayden sounds like he said a Buick. I'm sorry, the idea of Buick hit the temple. It's hilarious. Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
A moment's respite.
Got it.
Let's see. Oh, guys.
What you need?
Come on. Let's see what's here. The Gilded Veil. Addendum added. So that's fun. That's funny that you can.
That should be far enough. But what now?
Storm has to die sometime.
Oh, what happened out there? Thread. Windstorm. Of a kind they only get in Galfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glantham word is Biowak. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Glanthithans. Those be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Looked to be fangs of Galwain, who the twitchiest lot. They go to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glanfin said we would trespass the ruins. So technically we knew that when we totally messed with that leader with our lore, but at the same time it makes sense that, you as a player still need to know the fangs of Galwan in general. The Glanfin said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glanthins don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glances down the passage beyond, or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? She looks pressed together, her chin ripples, her voice is faint. The wheels got a hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. I'll say, you don't seem too upset about this. Kaliska looks you in the eye, a Volta current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse, too. Seen worse and kept on walking, because there's nothing else to be done, and because there's other people you care about who still need you. Let's get going. Considering knowing what's going to happen. Oh, okay, let's see. Do we want to check what's here? I don't even know which way. I instinctively want to go up, but I feel like I want to check. I don't even know. Eastern Reach is a dangerous place for lurking enemies. Enable scouting mode to move stealthily and search for hidden objects. What is this scouting mode?
My eyes are peeled.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Ooh. We probably don't want to walk there.
Worth a look.
Trap detected. Can you disable a trap, sir? Blinding strike. Oh, can I talk to him?
This trip could have gone better.
Place.
You're not dying in this
Eh?
place. Oh.
Got it.
What you need?
Johnny says, a Buick, nothing else
Eh?
makes that much noise.
Yeah. Yes, that's definitely what it sounded like. Oh. Armor. I wish. Where's the take all? I guess you could just personally give it to somebody too. Okay, I get this now.
Isn't the take all the button with the hand?
Oh. Well, isn't that interesting? I just figured something out. Let's look to see what's... Okay.
We should get through the tutorial and get to the cutscene.
I get it, sir, but also...
Oh, no, just as like, that'd be a good stopping point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were rushing me for a moment there. I'm like, sir?
Go faster.
Sir! This is a Wendy's. What? And let me guess, your armor is... Yeah, your armor's decent. Recovery speed. Okay. I'm hoping that... I haven't checked much, but this is of like a high detail thing. And I'm hoping that with monks it's okay to have armor. It's okay. We're doing story mode.
Got it.
Hear that?
Sure.
Sure, I hear that. Oh gosh. It's supposed to. Okay. I'm just gonna assume we need to attack this thing. Yep. Can I? All right. Let's just...
What you need?
Oh my gosh, we all got stunned. Punch them into oblivion. Scolder meat. All right, sure.
Sure.
Let's get
Time
back
to
in.
see and not be seen.
That
Oh.
looks weak. Could be a shortcut.
Wait. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Push on the wall. Despite the damage, the stone looks heavy and solid. Push on it yourself. You push the wall with all your might, but it does not give. Let's try send Kaliska. Kaliska pushes all her might, and the crack begins to spread. Finally, the ancient masonry gives way. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead. Ah, you need to have might of 16. Oh, fatigue represents supposed to commonly receive injuries. But at some scripted interactions, it will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. Fatigue goes through multiple stages. Initially minor penalties, but growing. Resting is the easy way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also remove fatigue. Okay, so she's fatigued. I'm hoping this isn't
I could
like...
scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
If you're sneaky, sneak.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
This definitely looks like ancient temple vibes, though, so...
Eh? Yeah.
Spider time. Fight the spider. Let's just all run at it once because there's no way that yeah, that's fine. Yeah, got punched to death. Eh? Very Canadian. I'm trying to think of what makes the most sense. Oh. That's the trap. I'm not gonna worry about that. a less mystic neural solution to this.
Oh, the grid pattern?
Yeah. If you don't know it right away, we can skip it.
Yeah, it's one of the two paths through. I know that.
Mm-hmm. We took the long way around, it looks like. Which I feel fine about.
My eyes are peeled.
Dun, 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 dun. What's here? Just keeping it easy. I don't even know if we need to scout anymore. What's over here? Whoa. Take the helmet. Who took the helmet? Okay. Right click for details. Uniforms. Okay, so the helm I don't think gives any like stat bonuses. Yeah. Okay, excuse me, guys. Oh man. Oh. Okay. Let's go outside. Surely nothing will go wrong if we head outside. The storm's definitely passed. What? Whoa. Older robed. Look at this mask! The shenanigans happening with this mask can't be good. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in the mist is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you'd ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
Okay.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
That outfit. Full drag. I swear. Jazz hands. Oh my gosh. And he just gets to walk away. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air still. Then, all at once, it erupts with concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end of a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now, at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You're awakened to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery. When you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Hedon and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Seek help for your condition. Oh my gosh.
That's a good place to end it, I think.
Well, it's a compelling place to end it. Oh, man. No, just here, just a blue lady. Oh, just a blue lady. Looking to level up. Oh, I've got points to rank. Let's rank up our lore. Rank up our athletics. Rank up our survival. And then let's do another survival. Oh, let's do another. Or can I do another lore? Okay. Points left 1. We could do stealth. Okay. Next.
We're ending and she's leveling up. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to end it tonight. Click the talents. Class, offensive, defensive, utility. Lesser wounds. What's this? Lowers a monk's wound threshold, allowing him or her to gain wounds at a faster rate. Okay. No new class unlocks. Alright.
It was a weird night to do this on, but we have no choice.
We had no choice.
So thank you, Generale, for being here. We had one other person pop in at one point, but they didn't say anything.
I think it's not going to be a habit, obviously, that we reschedule things for Wednesdays, but
definitely
we have
not.
a vacation.
Yep.
We're excited.
But thank you for watching.
Thanks so much for watching, guys.
And next week, Thursday, we start Tacoma.
Tacoma, which won't be long.
Yeah, a few episodes.
Yeah, we'll do a few episodes of that. And then it's the next episode after that, I guess. I don't know.
Yep.
All right. Well, sorry to leave it on such a like everybody's dead except you, and now you're sick. But, you know, maybe we'll come back to this. Who knows?
But thanks for watching again.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye. And for those of you who are celebrating, enjoy the holiday. Bye.